Hey everyone, it's Kirk McLean here, and you're watching Clay's Canucks Commentary.
Okay, enough of that. Hello, everyone. I am happy to be back. Yeah, Taylor, you weren't supposed to see me in the screen. That was supposed to be a big dramatic, for anyone who watches wrestling, that was supposed to be a big dramatic welcome, but I guess I kind of messed that up. Welcome to myself. But I'm glad that you guys are here. For those of you that watch wrestling and appreciated that intro, you're welcome. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Clay's Canucks Commentary Live, presented to you by Van City Experts Real Estate. I am your host, Clay, Emo Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take. It is Monday night, August the 11th. I am back after 5 weeks away in Asia. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. Yes, so Taylor, that was a very last minute decision to kind of go with the Roman Reigns head of the table entrance. And then as you can see, my big gut did not get fully out of the way. And I think you saw, man, I almost executed it very well, but I think you kind of saw my big gut in the corner of the screen, but that's okay. I will survive. It was more important that I'm here, and more importantly, that you guys are here. So welcome once again. So glad that you are here. I'm going to get to all of your comments and your gifts and your donations in a second, but I'm so grateful to be back. I am so grateful for a few things, and I'll get into that. And any of you following any of my socials kind of know what I'm talking about already. So let's get going. I'm a little rusty at this. I think I did one stream right after Canada Day, after the free agent signings from Vegas. No, I think I was home. And then I think I did a member stream, and then I took off to Korea and then the Philippines. So, and I think I did only 1 or 2 streams from overseas, maybe only 1 actually. Moderators, do what you need to do to keep this a safe and respectful place. Members, that's legends, Hall of Fame, franchise members, thanks for your support as always. And to everyone else, no matter where you're watching from, whether in my beautiful neighborhood in Richmond, Steveston in Richmond, in the city, lower mainland province, country, continent, around the world. Thank you for being here. You know that I know that you could be doing anything else, watching anyone else, getting ready for work, school, or better, all three. But the fact that you are here with me right now, right here on a Sunday night, a little bit earlier than usual, but I'll get to that. It's because of my jet lag. Know how much I always appreciate you, and I never, ever, ever take you for granted. So this is how you can get involved. Subscribe, so you can get active in the chat section, get notified of my videos. You can like this video. You can leave a donation. You can gift a membership. You can buy your own membership, upgrade your own membership, use your monthly membership message like I see many of you have done. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review as well. So this is my plan, and I hope it works for me and for you. So this is what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to go kind of like this. I'm going to give a quick health update. Don't worry, I'm okay. I'm going to do some Canucks talk. I'm going to gift a few memberships. And then, of course, I'm going to answer all your questions. Going to try and wrap this up by 11 o'clock. But before I get going, before I acknowledge all of your donations and your membership gifts, I should say, and your messages already, I love how I love this. So for those, yeah, again, I'm going to rewatch that intro because I thought it was kind of funny. Can you guys hear it? So I love how Alfred says, happy you made it home. Then Taylor says, doing some last second adjustments. That was my gut in the side of the screen. The original dad of the table. I like that, Erwin, the dad of the table. The man is officially back. The legend has, oh, you guys are nice. Erwin, I acknowledge you. Fangirl says, Master Clay, the original tribal chief is here. Welcome home. Oh, you guys make me feel so good. Holy tan clay. You guys notice I'm a little bit darker. I didn't adjust the lighting at all. I'm a little bit darker. And then there's some more. How was it? Welcome back. I acknowledge you. I acknowledge you, Peter. And a lot of welcome backs. Yeah, the Roman entrance was just for fun. I'm sure that I just copyrighted myself. So lots of stuff. Acknowledge him. Stand up. Acknowledge the king of the emo bloodline. You guys are awesome. So if I didn't highlight your comment, it's not because I don't appreciate it, just because I don't want to spend all night just highlighting comments about wrestling. Before we get going, I want to highlight, speaking of comments, I do want to highlight a couple of the, gosh, StreamYard's changed. It used to highlight them for me where I could kind of see what the like neat ones were, but now I have to do it manually unless I messed up something. So I do know this, that before I started, Carol used her monthly membership message to say, oh, no, we got to do this in order. We got to give her the music first. How did that happen? Okay, what's the last thing you guys heard? What's the last? I'm rusty. What's the last thing you guys heard? Back me up. Sorry, guys. Was I muted the whole time? Yes, I am out of practice. What's the last thing you guys heard? Jack, Boomer takes a month off and forgets how to. Yeah, I forgot here. Last thing you heard was the horn. Go horn before. Finally, after the first sound, you were muted. Oh, weird. Okay. So the first go horn was for Carol. Thank you for being a member for 33 months. Then the second go horn was for Fangirl. Thank you for being a member for 39 months. Then at least you can see what I was doing. Then the third go horn was for Coach Rob for gifting a membership. I sure hope it doesn't mute every time I play the horn. We will see what happens. So Coach Rob gifts a membership, and I have to scroll back. It goes to Mr. Merlin. So welcome to membership, Mr. Merlin. Thank you for being here. And Coach Rob, thank you for your generous donation and for getting the donation train out of the station. As you guys know, I was gone for 5 months. So a lot of the 1 month memberships that were gifted by people like Carol and Rob and Shannon and everyone who gifted memberships, those expired. So got to build up the membership base. Once again, Coach Rob, that is a nice start. Thank you. Then we have legendary Lucas Gates. Okay, here's my test. Hopefully you can still hear me. Thank you, legendary Lucas Gates. The man, the myth, the legend has returned. Welcome home, Clay. We really need to catch up on things soon, but like, sub, member, and more. 42 months. That's 3.5 years. That's right. Lucas is an original. 42 months. Thank you for using your Triple M, Lucas, and thank you for your support as always. Going to get to a couple more of these. Another legend. Thank you, Carol Bovenlander. Legendary Carol Bovenlander gifts a membership like she always does. And this one goes to Nux Fan. Awesome. So welcome to membership, Nux Fan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm passing by all of your comments about the goal horn, about me being muted. And I'm glad that you guys are okay. I think we're good. So let's see. But I will try and pay more attention to the comments, especially if I'm getting muted. And I got to figure out why it's not letting me highlight the cool comments. I think I changed the setting, but that's okay. Yeah, no problem, Shannon. I see that you had to drop down a level, and that's fine. Yeah, I've always appreciated your support, but you got to take care of yourself first. I've always said that, I care about you very much, and that care is not going to change depending on the amount that you're able to kick in. So thank you for letting me know. Hall of Fame member Justin Credible. Nice to see you, Justin. Welcome back, Clay. You were missed by the entire CCC crew. Hope your time away was filled with delicious eats and enjoyable family time. Praying all continues to be well going forth with your health and all. Yes, I'll get to that in a second. Justin, also an original member of 42 months. Thank you, Justin. Let's give some love to Justin in the chat. Give some love to Coach Rob, to Lucas, to Carol, and to Fangirl, all in the chat. Alfred, has the jet lag kicked in? It was weird. Our flight got bumped from last night when I would have arrived at 5:30 last night. Got bumped to this morning. So I arrived at 5:30 this morning. So it actually is better for my jet lag. I slept as much as I could on the plane. I did chores basically from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., laundry, grocery shopping, cleaning. Took a quick nap from 4 to 5, then went to church, and I feel good. I'm up. I didn't fall asleep at church. I'm definitely not going to fall asleep with you guys. And then after the stream, I can pack up my work bag and get ready for work tomorrow and go to bed. So Alfred, thank you for the donation. Let's give some love to Alfred in the chat as well. Oh, Justin, you're in Nanaimo today. That is awesome. All right, friends. Thank you. I will save your questions for sure. But I'm going to talk a bit about just the health. I won't go too in depth in my trip. You guys know it was 2 weeks in Korea. Jacob did awesome, but I already live streamed about that. Very proud of Jacob. Then we did 3 weeks in the Philippines, including 4 days at a resort. So I'll just tell you this story really quickly. And if you follow me on either X, Instagram, or Facebook, you've seen this already. I basically woke up one day with a sore leg, my right leg. By the way, tomorrow, actually, I'll save this for the end of the story. My right leg, I thought I just pulled a muscle, strained a muscle, but it didn't get better. And then after a week, it started to get more red around the rest of my right leg. Started to get a little worried. So I went to see a doctor on last Sunday, exactly a week ago. And the doctor said that basically it was a bug bite that's turned into cellulitis, which is infection underneath the skin. And it was basically spreading throughout my leg. And so he gave me 2 antibiotics to get the bacteria down. He gave me a pain med, like a stronger version of Tylenol, I guess the Philippine version. And then he actually, because we were going to that resort Boracay the next morning, he did an IV drip on me for an hour to get the antibiotics working faster. So basically what he said was if I hadn't seen him that day, it would have, and if the infection continued to spread, it would have for sure been a hospital stay in the Philippines for who knows how long. And this is the scary part, you guys. He said it could, not it would, but he said it could have led to flesh-eating disease, the same thing that happened to my good friend Chris, Marie Huey's husband. We know the story about him losing his leg. So you guys, that was a reality check for me. The fact that if I didn't go to the hospital on Sunday, and I'm not trying to be a hero and say, oh, no, I was very lucky that I was able to get in to see a doctor on the Sunday before we flew. Because if I had flown to Boracay, I think my leg, who knows what would have happened to my leg for the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the 4 days that we were there. But because the doctor said I got to see him, then he was able to prescribe the antibiotics. I was able to avoid a hospital stay. And And then, of course, once he told me that I could have had flesh-eating disease, then I told him about Chris and Marie. I pulled up some stories about Chris and Marie, and he says, "Yeah, this is exactly what could have happened." You guys, that's so scary. That is so scary, and it's such it was such a humbling and serious moment. I didn't let it bother me, but I wasn't. The doctor didn't want me to submerge my leg in either salt water, the sea, or chlorine, or any pools. So I still had fun. I still got to go boating. I still got to go to the beach. I still got to do everything. But the only thing I couldn't do is I couldn't submerge my right foot in water. So I did, and then I was able to fly home this morning. Everything's fine, and thankfully I finished my antibiotics. Then the infection is not spreading anymore. It's in fact subsided. There's no pain, which thank God. And then there's a bit of swelling and redness around my ankle, but that's the natural effect of gravity going down my ankle. Now, two things. I'll wrap this part of the story up. Two things. And thanks to everyone who reached out with your messages, by the way. I really appreciate your prayers. I posted about it on Instagram, Facebook, and X, but I didn't tag Marie and Chris. I mentioned Marie and Chris because I told basically the story I just told you. I told it through my social media. And Chris reached out to me actually, and he said, give me a call when you have time. You dodged a bullet. So the fact that he, of all people, the one who suffered through the worst of it, said to me that I dodged a bullet, he really sympathized with what happened to me. So I'm really interested in talking to him. So that's a scary yet very humbling moment. I guess there's three things. A second thing then was a few people have reached out to me, said they've had cellulitis or they've had a similar experience, and it's very scary, but it's very assuring to hear that other people have gone through it. And then the third thing is tomorrow, August 12th, is the 1-year anniversary of my Achilles tendon rupture. So exactly a year ago tomorrow, I ruptured my Achilles. So I don't know what it is with my legs and the first 2 weeks of August, you guys, but maybe next week I need to just lie down from August 1 to August 12 or something. So it is pretty crazy how last year was my left leg, my ruptured Achilles. This year it's my right leg. And Ricky says, I know someone that had the same bite in Bali. It was from a horsefly. It could very well have been, for sure. So thank you, everyone, for your prayers, for your messages right now. It was scary. I'm not trying to over dramatize it. I'm not trying to look for more attention than I usually do. I'm in such a good mood to you guys tonight because I have my leg. I'm getting healthier. I'm with you guys. I'm home safely with my kids. Gail's coming home a week later. She got some family business to take care of. I got a decent tan, which someone noticed. That's not, well, how vain is that? But come on, GLCPC. Also, I'm excited to say that we are finally moving on CCC merch. So we'll have that ready for the start of the season, if not sooner. A couple cool designs I'm working on, and 24-hour live stream. So now I'm back and I have time to dedicate more time to this channel. My mom told me she doesn't want me to drink as much Pepsi. So I'm not sure if you can see this without me spilling, but if you can see it, it's a pink liquid in there. I'm drinking pink grapefruit juice tonight. So Mom, if you're watching, pink grapefruit juice, I promise. All right. It's Sunday. I saw Kayla at Life Team. That's awesome. It's Sunday. Who are you? I want to know who you are. It's Sunday. I saw Kayla at Life Team. That's awesome. Thanks for the prayers, you guys. Pastor Daniel, you're not over dramatizing. It is very serious. You had something very serious recently, correct, Pastor Dan? And let's connect to you. I love to pray with you, and I love to share stories with you as well. And grapefruit, Jack says grapefruit is so underrated. Oh, I don't know about grapefruit, but I do love pink grapefruit juice for sure. Shannon says, I had cellulitis when I was camping back in 2001. I was in the hospital, and then I had an allergic reaction, ended up in ICU, and I woke up, and that's when all the feet turned in. Wow. Shannon, thank you for sharing that. I know we've talked about your feet turning in. I didn't know it was specifically from cellulitis. I really appreciate you sharing that. Bubble wrap might work. Lucas says, stay home. Many of you are saying similar things. Olivia, it's Sunday and I am a fever since I have a fever. It's Sunday and I am a fever. What does that mean, Justin? Olivia missed me. I miss you too, Olivia. I missed all of you. I missed all of you for sure, you guys. I don't want to say my name, but I do go to St. Paul. Sunday is not my name. I presume that it's Sunday, or it's although there have been people named after names before, but don't worry, it's Sunday. I presume that It's Sunday is not your name. No, you don't have to give your name. Why? But I want to give you a shout out. Well, shout out to It's Sunday, who goes to my church then. Is your mom okay if you switch to Coke? I think she'd rather me not drink any soda. Pastor Dan, I had a severe case of cellulitis that became necrotizing. I had 2 surgeries, but didn't lose my leg or any muscle mass. Was in hospital for 3 weeks. Oh, wow. When was that, Pastor Dan? Thank you for sharing that. Hey, Jeevan, thank you. Yeah, I am in good spirits. I really am. Oh, you have a fever. It's not that you are a fever. Good, good, good. Although I'm sure you're very hot. Fangirl donation. Thank you, Fangirl, for the $7 donation. Let's give Fangirl some love in the chat. She's asking me, how was the Twisters experience? I will share this, and then I'll get to some Canuck stuff, because I'm sure you guys don't want to just be hearing about my trip the whole time. We saw 3 movies in the span of 5 nights. We saw Deadpool versus Wolverine. That was fun, even though I didn't get any of the inside jokes. Apparently neither did half the crowd, the Filipinos. Then we saw Trapped, which was the new M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong movie. That was pretty good. And then we saw Twisters. And when I bought tickets, you guys, I didn't know that it was going to be in 4DX. So I sat down. I said, this seat looks a little weird. Then I looked down. I said, why does this seat have footrests? And then basically, why is this? I almost swore there. Why is this seat shaking? You guys, I spilled my. There was one. I don't know what I'm doing. I was trying to drink my Pepsi. Sorry, Mom. And then the thing shook and my pop spilled. I thought I almost had a concussion. I think I almost pooed and peed my pants simultaneously. They got it wasn't on my ticket. I guess I should have figured it out when I walked in there, but it was a great experience. Once I almost didn't throw up. Gil loved it. She loved that kind of thing. She compared it to the Indiana Jones ride at Disneyland for 2 hours straight. It was fun. It was a good movie. I enjoyed it. I hadn't seen the first one, but you didn't have to see the first one. The kind of standalone sequel. But thanks for asking, Fangirl. It was great. It was a great. I had a good time once but I got to better prepare myself next time for sure. That was ridiculous. And thank you for the donation, Fangirl. Really, really appreciate it. Can we use Clay's value to the Canucks on IR? I don't want to put us too much. I don't want to put us into IR. I think the Canucks have $15,000 worth of salary left, and I'm not sure I'm worth that though, Justin. So maybe we're okay if I go. They put me on the roster, and we don't even go into IR space. But thank you, Justin, for that very nice thought. All right, let's go. Number 2, let's do some quick Canucks talk. There wasn't a lot of news because I think the only video that I did when I was there that wasn't a stream, and again, that I'm just looking at it. I think it's the Daniel Sprong signing, and that's it. I believe that's the only video that I did when I was gone that had news. Oh no, Sheila's 2-year deal, and then Canucks signed Daniel Sprong. So Daniel Sprong gives the Canucks 14 NHL caliber forwards. I'm counting Podkolzin and Giuseppe in there as 13 and 14, and it's gonna be very interesting to see how the Canucks line up with guys like Sprong, Sherwood. How high up the lineup are they going to play? Danton Heinen, Jake DeBrusk, we know is likely going to be given a chance to play with PD, or actually, I think more accurately, PD is going to have a chance to have a consistent scoring winger. So, we have 2 months, you guys, to what's the word I'm looking for? Speculate on line combinations. Maybe we'll know more in training camp. But Daniel Sprong signing, good low risk contract. So neat to see what's going to happen there. Rick Tocchet was named one of the 4 assistant coaches to Team Canada in the upcoming Four Nations tournament. So that'll be good. A really good coaching staff that he's with Cooper and with DeBoer and others. So that should be interesting. No Canadians will be playing, but you'll have at least Hughes, Demko, and Miller, and maybe Besser, probably not, on the U.S. team. You have PD on the Swedish team. So there's going to be at least 4 or 5 Canucks players that are going to be in that tournament that Tocchet will be coaching again. So that was kind of cool. Just kind of trying to think of what else happened. Oh, the Athletic released their how confident are you in management rankings? And they kind of do a weighted average of, they put more weight on what the fan base says about their own market, their own team, but they also bring in feedback from other parts of the league, and confidence in Canucks management has shot up. Last year is 30th in the league, so third from the bottom. It shot up all the way to 5th place, and that's not just Vancouver fans talking, that's fans throughout the entire NHL. So everything from roster building to drafting to cap management to trades to free agency, the Canucks basically ranked, I think it was either A- or B+, but it is awesome to see the Canucks. I know it doesn't mean anything in the bottom line, but it's nice to see the Canucks move up in a ranking such as that. And we saw it. It's been 2.5 years now, but it took about 2 years. I've been saying all along, it took about 2 years for Jim Rutherford and Patrick Alvin to put their stamp on the team. So I'm just kind of whipping through a few things that have happened over the past couple of weeks. My next streams will be a bit more focused, where I'll actually get in the comments more and read your questions for sure. But I'll save your questions for the second half of the show in a few minutes. And I know a lot of you guys are talking about cellulitis. I know some of you are talking about not wanting to travel to Asia for fear of getting bit. And that's fine. I'm happy that you guys are talking to each other. One other thing that's kind of interesting is, as well as the Canucks played, when you look at, and this was the one video I did do, non-news video that I did do when I was gone and did okay. I talked about how important it is that Jonathan Lekkerimäki and Tom Bovenlander are going to have to contribute, like not right away, but those are our last 2 first-round picks. And, Hughes is going to need a new contract soon. Miller's contract, PD's contract, Miller's has already kicked in. PD's kicks in next year. Demko's going to need a new contract. So who knows what our team's going to look like in 2 or 3 years once Demko and Hughes need new contracts. So you could argue that the Stanley Cup window maybe is right now for the next 2 or 3 seasons. And then you have to ask yourself, do you think the Canucks are a Stanley Cup contender? The optimists would say, yeah, they're 1 game away from being Edmonton, who was 1 game away from winning the Stanley Cup. I know you can't just think that linearly. And others will say, no, the Canucks did well, but they had a few holes and they're lucky to get past Nashville. So that's something that we can explore over the next 6 weeks as I start to do more regular streams as well. Yeah. Oh, gosh, it took you guys 29 minutes to recognize I had no. I wasn't wearing glasses today. I put contacts in. Oh, actually, I'm blind. I can't see anything. No, I put contacts in to go to church. And then because they're dailies and I don't want to overwear them, that's how I got an eye infection a few years ago, because I was wearing weeklies for months. Don't ever do that. Because they're dailies and I truly throw them out at the end of the day. I'm not just going to put them in to wear the mask and then take them out. So I thought I'd wear them for the stream as well. And this is pretty vain of me, but I also think that I'm better looking when I know I'm the same guy, but I feel better looking. I feel more confident when I wear my contacts. So anytime I do a big presentation at work, or I do a speaking gig, or I travel, I usually wear contacts. I just feel better. I don't have to worry about the glasses fogging up, getting dirty, sliding off my face, whatever it is. Not that they do that all the time. But for me, the best combination, as vain as this sounds, but as the founder of the GLCPC, I will say this: the 3 things that make me feel more confident in my looks, as vain as that is, but we all have our vain spots. Short hair, so a haircut, which I got 2 days ago. Wearing contacts, which I am, and then this is kind of like a half point is a tan. So I have those 3 things right now, but probably this can be the only night that you'll see all 3 things together. Okay, that was a little bit vain. Who cares? So let's go to my mid-show sponsor read. I'm going to give away 5 memberships, and then I'll spend the last half an hour answering all of your questions. Sound good? Sound great. So first, a shout out to my sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate. Contact Jason Limina's team for all of your real estate needs. Shout out to my secondary sponsor, Coach Patrick Liu, weight loss coach. You can go to patricklou.com/clay and you can get. I got to check that actually because I haven't checked that in 5 weeks. It was a free 7-day workout, but I'll check that out. But certainly visit coachpatrickblue.com. He takes care of me. Gassy Jack Art, maker of that fine artwork. Thank you, Gassy Jack. And Vessi Footwear. This link still works. Someone just used it over the weekend. tinyurl.com/VessiClay. If you use that link, that portal, you can get a free pair of socks off your next purchase of Vessi shoes, and it helps me out as well. So thank you. You can do all of those things to support me. And thanks to those that support me. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a donation like people have done. You can gift a membership. You can buy your own membership. You can upgrade your own membership. You can use your monthly membership message. And you can, if you're listening on podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. A couple other quick announcements before I get into your questions. My next show will be Wednesday at 10 p.m. So for the month of August, I'm still going to stick to a Sunday, Wednesday as much as I can. I know there's one Wednesday that I can't do. Switch that. And then some of those will be member streams. Or actually, now that I think about it, I might switch. It's either going to be Sunday, Wednesday, or it's going to be Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, depending on what my week's looking like. But my next show will be Wednesday. I don't know if Parker and I are doing Canucks After Dark. I messaged him today. I haven't heard from him yet. So just kind of stay tuned. I'll try and let you guys know as much as I can. So I don't know if there's Canucks After Dark on Monday, tomorrow night, but I do know that I'm doing my next show Wednesday at 10 p.m. For Legends and Hall of Fame members, so Legends, that's Lucas, Carol, and Andrew, and Hall of Fame members, Justin, Fangirl, and Andrew. I almost divulged Fangirl's name there. We are having, and Adam, not Andrew. That is Fangirl, Adam, and Justin. I text you guys, I emailed you guys. Our group Zoom call is tomorrow night at 8:30. And then also for Legends and Hall of Fame members, once I get my work schedule sorted out tomorrow, I'll be sending you an invite to our August one-on-one chats to be done over the next 2 weeks. And then as I announced, I think before I left or while I was gone, I can't remember, 24-hour live stream, October 12th and October 13th. And by the way, I also am going to do that pay for clay stream. I know this sounds kind of bad, but we're basically going to start. I probably do a special stream on a Friday night where I don't have anything to do on the Saturday. And I'm just going to stream as long as people donate. I'll keep streaming, and then I'll give that money to a worthy cause. Okay, so there's some announcements for you right there. Let's get to your questions now. I'll do my best to get to as many of them as I can. Raymond says, how much space? $15,000. I'm looking at Puckpedia right now. They say it's 15,100 basically. What is it? Yeah, 15,800, 15,833. So that's that includes Tucker Pullman's salary actually, and that includes a full roster. So the Canucks actually did quite well with that. Yeah, Shannon, we will miss you too, but hopefully if you ever join back, and I'll still stay in touch with you. But I think you understand that yes, I will find ways to stay in contact with you for sure. Shannon, did you hear about the report from Henderson? The new seats are no longer going to be ready for the start of the season, despite initial promises by the Canucks and their price increase to pay for them. Justin, I had heard from another source that yes, before Henderson's report came out, I had heard that the seats wouldn't be ready because of issues with the supplier. So yeah, I don't know how the Canucks, if their Canucks are going to address the price increase now. I do remember seeing you with that thing where you rest your knee on a scooter. Yes, that was last year. It's Sunday when I ruptured my Achilles. Thankfully for this injury tonight. By the way, were you at Mass tonight? Did I give you communion? Were you there? I'm trying to figure out who you are, but regardless, thanks for being here. I felt bad. You're the best. Well, thank you. Am I the best only because I was on that scooter? Doesn't matter. Sunday, you're the best too. What Canuck jersey do you plan to get next? Which player would you do? Great question. I think, given I only have Hughes, Petey, Besser of the current Canucks, and then Horvat. Those are my big four. But so I have Hughes, Petey, and Besser. I think logically looking at contracts, because you don't want to get a jersey of a guy who then gets traded or doesn't re-sign. So I think Miller, DeBrusque, or Demko. One of those three. Miller, DeBrusque, or Demko. You can sign me for $14,999. That's almost my entire salary. I don't. A Canucks fan. Hey, I don't think the Canucks are going to trade Pullman. I think it's going to be too tough to do so, unless there's a team that needs to get to the salary floor, not even the cap. Looking good tonight, but should take a selfie and send it to Carol. Which Carol? Carol Bovenlander? Did I miss something? Why would Carol want? Why? Oh, then I see it got retracted, but I still see it on my. Sorry, Zal, if I wasn't supposed to read that. Tell me what you mean, and I'll get to it. Oh, I see. So I signed for $14,999, and then you signed for $1. No, it's the other way around, Jaskrin. You are worth $15,000 more than me. Did I see the Mars water bomber? What is that, Tyler? I don't know. So I didn't, because I don't know what you're talking about. Tell me what that is. I think Edmonton wins the division this time, but role reversal Canucks beat Oilers in round 2 and 6. This team is better equipped for a lengthy run. I'm with you, Ricky. I'd love that for sure. Okay, you weren't at Mass night. No problem. Yes, it is indeed a supply side delay. And yeah, I don't know if I should say more than that, but yes, the issues with the supplier for sure. It is a delay, and I don't know if they're going to go back to that supplier. Clay is inspirational. Thank you. Demko or Miller? Are you talking about Jersey? If I had to pick one of those two, gosh, Demko might not resign. I hope he does. I'd be fine wearing a Miller one. Many people get confused thinking my name is Sunday, but I mean Sunday as the week, because all about God. I'm Bela. Oh, hey, Bela. Have I met you yet, Bela? Oh, you went to the school, right? Oh, yeah, because I saw you. I saw you post earlier about Mrs. Emo being the best vice principal. I agree. When is Canucks After Dark starting? Great question, Jasker. I got to talk to Parker. I just got home today, and I sent him a message. He might be away, or he might message me tomorrow. I don't know. Just stay tuned. It might be tomorrow. Another team moving in-house. The Canucks' own Call of Duty League team, the Seattle Surge, is on the move, moving in-house to Vancouver. What? So the Canucks owned a Call of Duty team in Seattle? Well, that makes sense. I don't know anything about it, but that makes sense. Good for them. Are you going to do that golf tournament with the players this year? We'll see if it works with my work schedule and if they need me to volunteer. Thank you, Simon. Appreciate it. You see the video of the Oilers players in the locker room after the finals lost. Yes, Jaskrin, I did. And I know a lot of people were laughing at them or making fun of them, but no, I actually felt bad for them. I really did. I actually felt bad for them because I had heard that the Canucks were filming and making a documentary for their 10-11 Cup run. And then after the riots, they decided not to follow through with it. That's just what I heard. Biggest water bomber in the world, now retired. It was on the last flight. Okay. Tyler, I'm going to have to take your word for it. Yes, Bela, I do remember you. And that was before I saw this message when I said you're at the school right now. I thought so you're only going to grade 7. Sweet. I'm going to see you a lot then through confirmation and stuff. I hope your parents know that you're watching Mr. Emo. Make sure they know. Why are people thinking Demko might not sign? He's the ride or die, at least part of it. Absolutely, Jasker, and he's a huge part of the team. But what happens if he wants Hellbuck money? What happens if he wants, Shesterkin money? Are we going to be able to pay him? That's the question. Can you please tell me when the Young Guns come to Penticton for training? Isn't it the third week of September, right? Wrong. Second week of September. 13th through the 16th. September 13th through 16th. Do new seats matter to you? I know it doesn't really impact the game or experience of being a game. Having sat in them, Justin, I kind of been looking forward to them, admittedly, but that's a first world problem, to be honest with you. I'm blessed to have tickets. So do they matter to me? No. Would new ones be nice? Yes. As a season ticket holder, getting told they're raising the prices and then not delivering seems kind of wrong. I don't disagree. First time I felt bad for McDavid. What's your prediction on the Pacific Division leader? Edmonton, but I think Vancouver will come in second. Hi, Carol. Twice a week or 3 times, 2 to 3 times a week until August. Then September, I'm going to ramp it up. And then I was reflecting on. Actually, I should just ask you guys. Actually, let me get through the questions, and then I'll ask you guys at the very end. I have an idea, and I want to get your idea, your opinion on. I will look up the plane. No, don't Sunday, Bela, don't go up there now and wake them up to just to tell them you're watching Mr. Emo on the stream. Just tell them tomorrow. New seats don't really, Bela, you're awesome. Bela sounds like Kayla. New seats don't really matter to me. I've never been uncomfortable. That's a good way of putting it. Could you see the NHL return to Arizona with new ownership? No, I think that ship has sailed. Don't go there. Go somewhere else. That's what I say. Oh, Zao, no problem. I meant to type Gail for that selfie comment. Autocorrect. Still looking good though. But thanks, Zao. It takes one to know one. I actually FaceTimed her just before I came on, so she saw how good looking I am today. Demko knows he hasn't been healthy when the team needed him most, so he should take that in consideration. I don't know if he will though, Jasper. I hear what you're saying. I need to look at the Canucks game schedule and figure out a game for January, February. It makes sense. Makes sense. Are you upset we lost the Stanley Cup? Bela, I was certainly upset 13 years ago. Now I'm over it. I really am. I just want them to get back there. Lots of Oilers fans are blaming Perry for the Oilers Cup final loss for his lack of playoff production. Justin, I don't think it's an easy narrative to paint, but I don't. He scored a big goal, didn't he? I don't blame him. I don't think you can blame an individual player. Bela, do not listen to Coach Rob. Great point, Erwin. Great point about the Olympics. So I was 15 hours ahead of you. Paris was 8 hours ahead of you, I believe. So basically, Paris was exactly halfway in terms of time difference between you guys here and me in the Philippines. So if you picture events happening starting at 9 in the morning till say 7 at night, for me, that was basically 5 in the evening till 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning. So, and then where I was staying, I couldn't watch there's no channel that was carrying the Olympics. So of course the gold medalists from the Philippines got a lot of coverage. So oftentimes I would wake up to find out that the Canadians won a gold medal here or a bronze medal. Like I wanted to watch the 4x1 relay so badly, but I couldn't. So I woke up to that. I woke up to all the, I couldn't watch Canada versus France basketball. So unfortunately, all the good events, all the events that I want to watch were late night Paris, which meant they were early morning, like in the middle of the night in the Philippines, and I had no way of seeing it. So I was on the internet a lot going through results. I watched the breakdance guy just before I started streaming. He was pretty cool, Phil Wickett or whatever his name is. So yeah, I'm very happy with the way Canada did. I would love them to get a basketball medal out of that. I would love for Andre de Grasse to do a bit better, but he ran a wicked, not a Phil Wicked, but he ran a wicked anchor leg for the 4x1. So overall, great. Yes. So to answer your question, I was following, but I wasn't able to watch. Jasker would be mad at Perry. 4 final losses in the last 5. Yeah, but he won 1. Yeah, Lucas, I'm not ignoring you. I just have no interest in. I don't understand Overwatch and Titans, but I appreciate you messaging and stuff. And team is officially suspended. Okay, cool. Utah was 4th in that. Yeah, their rebuild's been okay. I heard Canucks Army talking about they thought the Utah was too high. They thought Montreal was too high because remember they put more emphasis on the local market ranking. So if you're high in your team, that's going to artificially bump. But for the Canucks, what was nice to see, it was across the league, people saw the improvement. So yeah, it was surprised a little bit, but I think you're right, Ricky. Fans are stoked to have a team for sure. I think the Vancouver Oilers games are going to be excellent, Fangirl. I really do. Utah will simply take Arizona's place in the Central. Yeah, there you go, Viper. Exactly. What's my stance on records? Would you like to see the original Jets records back in Winnipeg, Clay? I want the records to go with the franchise as opposed to the city. It doesn't make sense to have old Winnipeg Jets records. I'm so confused now. I'm so confused. The Winnipeg Jets, who are they? I just had a total brain fart. But regardless, whatever team goes to wherever, I want the record stuck with the franchise as opposed to the city. I hope that makes sense. That's just my opinion. There's more lineage and more connection there. Yeah, no, do not wake them up at 2 a.m. Coach Rob was just joking. I promise. Who's the best D-man I've seen? Ellie Williams. You're talking about the Canucks. Obviously, it's Quinn Hughes. Before that, I like a lot of people say Alex Edler, but I say Matthias Olin. I like him. Overall, that I've seen, I wasn't around to see Bobby Orr. Brian Leach was good. Oh man, Nick Lidstrom maybe Nick Lidstrom. No, I still don't think Anaheim's going to be good. I think Ziegler. I think there's something not rotten, but there's something going on in their team. Am I going to be on the team? What are we talking about now? How long was the flight home? 12 years. 12 hours. Felt like 12 years. 12 hours. 12 hours, and I slept for probably 6 of the 12, which is about right. Like, I actually, I'm surprised I didn't sleep more, but I watched 3 movies. How impressed are you with Canadian swimmer McIntosh? 4 medals at 7. Yeah, actually, I didn't know about this, but is that Summer McIntosh? Yes, 4, not Canadian Summer. Oh, what was that thing, you guys, where I completely misread? And you guys wouldn't let me live it down before I left. It was kind of just that Canadian Summer McIntosh 4. That's awesome. That is awesome. Breakdancing will not be an Olympic sport in 2028 in LA. So it's just a one and done. Utah could be good. That Algerian boxer. Yeah. That was a controversy to start off the Olympics for sure. Yeah. There are a lot of sports, Shannon, I'm not sure about. I just heard one report that they might try it, but it's really more. It's not so much. I got to see Desharnais with Hughes. It's more of can Hronek carry his own pair. It's a foothold for ballroom dancing to try and make medal events. I'm part of the ballroom community here, and technically, that's cool, Erwin. That's cool. And you guys may have seen my tweet. I think bowling should be an Olympic sport. Many countries played. In fact, 40 countries were at the World Junior Championships, World Youth Championships in Korea. I can't speak for you, Jaskrin. I don't hate the Oilers though. I still just like the Flames more. I actually respect the Oilers. Perry has won more cups than Thornton, Marlowe, Lundqvist, Price, and Rennie. Has more success in his career. A guy like Thornton would trade what he did for Perry. Yeah, that's fair. Hey, let's talk. Nice to see you. Curry was clutching the gold medal game with clutch 3 after. Yeah, I think LeBron was better throughout the entire Olympics, but Curry was certainly great in the semifinal and the final for sure. They are Yeti for top level hockey. Love it, Lucas. Yeah, the Jets were the Thrashers. That's what I thought. Thank you. I can't believe I had a brain fart. Go to dinner. If I'm at the arena, Bela, it's carve sandwich. If I'm not going to eat and it's before, I usually go to Ebiten for some udon downtown. Yes, I definitely heard and read about this controversy for sure. Hey, Adam, nice to see you. Utah is starting with a clean slate as far as records go. Oh, interesting. Ehrhoff and Salo were good. Yeah, they were good too. How do you see Quebec City getting a team back if they return? Is it by expansion or relocation? Yeah, I don't know why they want to expand the league, because 32 is such a nice round number. 16, 8, 4. Like, then do you go to 34 and then you're lopsided, or do you get up to 36 where you're now 4 divisions of 9 or 6 of 6? I don't know. I thought it might be relocation, but I guess there are plans to expand. Desharnais or Luke Shen, given where they're at and contracts, I take Desharnais. He's obviously got potential, but Luke Shen was pretty good when we had him here. Sammy Salo. Yeah, he's good. 12-year flight sounds like interesting. I haven't seen that, but I take your word for it. Viper doesn't mind it. The skateboarding. Arizona to Utah is basically NHL version of Cleveland to Baltimore. No history. Gotcha. Thank you, Lucas. Despite the lame name and logo, I actually think Utah is a good roster. They made some solid picks to support the former Coyotes. Yeah. No, I think that's why people are excited for them. Tyler's glad the Algerian boxer won. Just try Hughes and Darren in preseason. Yeah, you could do that. Remember they tried Hughes on the right side with Ekman Larson for one preseason game? Do you guys remember that? Setting up Vincent with Hughes is setting Hughes up for failure. We don't know that for sure. Do you think Tocchet will mix up deep pairings? I don't know. I've seen some coaches set their pairings from the very start and just go. So we'll see. But he should try different ones. That's when you do it. I wasn't a fan in 2015, so I don't know how Canucks hate Oilers or Flames. Yeah, you know, my hate for the Flames or dislike for the Flames, I don't think it's like a completely representative of Canucks fans. It's just my own. Yeah. And I know Shannon loves the Canucks and the Oilers. Hey, Andy, tell me about Sprong. Tell us all about Sprong. Does it get you in the mood for hockey? I'm afraid to think of what I just talked about. Oh, food. Yeah. Does food get me in the mood for hockey? Is that what we're talking about? Nah. I could eat anything. I'll still be in the mood for hockey. Canucks and Jets. Yeah, those are my two favorite teams too. Don't water it down. Don't water what down? What were we talking about? Andy, what's going on? Darnay with Hughes will pretty much nuke Hughes' chances at a repeat Norris. When do we think make our next trade? Jack, I would not be surprised if we're done. Oh, you're talking about watering down the league. Yes, thanks, D-Tran. And then Andy as well. If they expand, they have to increase the number of teams that make the playoffs. No way they keep 16. Yeah, that's fair. Playoff means more money, playoff revenue, obviously. If the NHL goes to 36 teams with 2 conferences with 6 divisions total. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense. Hughes will play Corona. I think so too. Yeah, people remember Joel Otto. Very good, Andy. Hughes on the right side was one of the worst things I've seen. I think they only did one. They had Hughes with McWard all preseason. But someone help me out. I remember, because I was at that game. I remember they put Hughes on the right side with Ekman Larson. Maybe it was a regular season game then, 2 years ago. What rule changes would you make to the NHL? If you could, I would limit the time that it takes for goal reviews or offside reviews. And if you can't make a decision within 30 seconds, then call in the ice stands. That's the rule I would make. I like the Jets. 36 team expansion, says Lucas. I think the Pullman contract will be traded, right? I wouldn't say right. They might try. I destroyed 4 racks of ribs at Montana's. How many? D-Tran, I cannot do 4 racks of ribs. That's for sure. That's not my jam, but good for you. Do you think he needs to be a mile bearer next season? Since the odds of repeating Norris, I don't think he should worry about playing or not playing for the Norris Trophy. Just play his game. I don't think he needs to be a mile better. Okay, Bela, just don't get in trouble. That's all I ask. No problem. 1 versus 8. Yeah, it's a little more random, but they do this way, the old way for divisional rivalries now. Canada 3-peated. Good. About the ribs. Okay, guys, I'm going to cut it off here because I got 2 important things that I want to do. Let me ask this poll question. Okay, this is my last one, and then I'll stop for sure. I got to cut it off. Would you add the rule that women's league isn't played where if you score shorthanded, your player comes out of the box? I would like that. I think it would incentivize a bit more offense, but then you got to kind of weigh the pros and cons, right, of trying to score shorthanded. Okay, here's a question, you guys. Okay, I was only thinking of this for next season. Just toying around with this. The day after Canucks game days of coming on live for half an hour at 7:30 in the morning. Again, just an idea. So not every morning, but what the point of this, so I would still do my 11 o'clock stream every night, game day or non-game day. But the next morning, the morning after a game, I would do a succinct half an hour recap where, because sometimes when I'm on at 11, I haven't heard the post game interviews, or I haven't heard, I haven't looked fully at the stats, or we haven't heard about injuries. And then everyone kind of writes their game recaps overnight, like the Stanchies and I watched this game, pass it to Bulis. So I had the idea of, as long as my work schedule would allow it, of doing like a half an hour, really tight show in the morning from 7:30 to 8. Maybe it's better for Eastern time zone people, but then maybe they're already working or going to school. Maybe some of you are early birds, bit more than night owls, and you'd rather watch that. I mean, you say, Clay, who are you kidding? You're not going to get up at 7:30, and there's no way I'm going to be able to get up at 7:30. But it might be a way just to increase, some exposure for my show as well. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of doing a show on the morning after Canucks game days. So I see the poll is pretty close. It's like 56 to 45% or 55 to 45. So there's not an overwhelming yes, but supposedly more than half of you that voted at least would at least and I wouldn't make you watch, like, and who knows, maybe it would open it up to a new audience as well. People that aren't, because just as many of you saying, I like my sleep, there's no way I'm going to be up at 7:30 in the morning. I know that there's a lot of people that there's no way they can stay up until 11 at night. So, and I obviously I can't do the show when I'm at work. So that's kind of what I was thinking. Again, not every morning unless it really takes off. But and I know there's not a lot of people doing YouTube in the morning. It's either the Canucks Armies in the afternoon. And I think it's another way that I could, you guys know, head of the table, original tribal chief. I'm always trying new things. And if I have the time and energy, I'm thinking about doing that. So let's do this. Let's do, I'll read 2 or 3 minutes of your comments. Then I'm going to gift 5 memberships, and then I'm going to wrap up this stream. So I'm just going to read the comments specifically about this question. Let's see what you say. Too early for me. I like to sleep. Probably watch for a bit before work. I start my drive at 7:30, but maybe on Saturday or Sunday. I don't know if I'd watch an AIM show live. I'd probably catch it during a work break or off shift. Here's a freebie. Call it the Clay After. Yeah, I was thinking of the morning after or about last night, but the Clay After, that's I like that, Erwin. I'm going to keep that in mind for sure. I wouldn't watch it. I'm more of a night owl and wake up around 10. Yeah, but you're not going to wake up around 10, bail out during school though. But then, yeah, you have to get ready for school. No, I'll go right after the game or maybe an hour later. Okay. So Jack, great point. I don't do post-game shows. I used to during COVID. I was like the only person who was doing a post-game show after every single game. But then when they went back to being in the arena, if I'm at the game, I can't, or if and oftentimes I have work or church. So that's why I like the 11 o'clock, because usually, yeah, almost always the games are done by 11, and that's kind of like my time. I own the internet. I don't own the internet at 11, but really, really good points though. Love it. There isn't much Canucks coverage early in the morning before going to work. Yeah. Nice to see you, Philip. I watch the hockey guy recaps because I'm a fan of multiple teams. To watch yours, it'd be much. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Start work at 8 or 8:30, more of a night owl. These are all really, really great points, you guys. That's why I'm asking you guys. That's why I trust you guys. I want your opinion. Alfred, thank you for the donation. Alfred, 30 minutes is perfect for a new morning routine. Yeah, for both you and me. So let's give some love to Alfred in the chat. I'd attempt to watch it. If you did, it would be fun. If you do it in the morning, just record it and put it on Spotify. Yeah, but that's another step. But I hear ya. I'm always up early, so I would become a lot of days. I'd be at work. No, that's true. Actually, I just want to bounce back to this, Jack. Yeah, this might be good for a podcast now that I think about it. That's a great point. Yeah, I'd go 7:30 to 8, then upload it by 5 after, and then get out the house. Yeah, then I gotta be ready for work by 7:30. Ugh. Yeah, I don't have to get me a nice necklace, Brian. Thank you, though. Try something new. Clay's morning ice cap. Ooh, ice recap, ice cap. I love it. You should do it. Driving to work. Yes, I not a lot, J-Kid, but I'm aware of Canucks Digest. Clay After. Let's talk about it. D-Trans is saying, everyone change your schedule. Great idea. Podcast we're working out. Awesome. Okay, friends, last thing I'm going to do right now, and then I got to go because I'm getting tired and I don't want to fall asleep in front of you. I already messed up enough. I'm going to give away 5 memberships right now. They are random. You got to be in here right now, which you guys are, but I have no say who gets them. But 5 people are going to get free franchise memberships valued at $5 for an entire month. So let's give some love to, no, you don't have to give some love, but I'm going to give myself the same treatment I give all of you. Shout out to Canuck Clay, the good-looking tanned guy with a haircut and wearing contacts, for giving away 5 franchise memberships. And they go to Chris Seifried. They go to Hello Mates. Hello Mate. They go to Unrealized Nostalgia. I like that. Kind of, very mature, very, very, very distinguished name. Curtis Fleming and Matthew Tom Bailey. Some new names there, which is awesome. So to the 5 of you, yeah, Taylor, don't get mad, Taylor. It is random. It is random. No, and we're not going to get into judging who's here and what I don't know. The complaint of you two. I don't know. Taylor, I love your passion. Erwin calls me the Phil Wizard of Canucks live streaming. I would try breaking, but I would end up breaking something either in my body or in my studio. Best looking dude on the net. No, D-Tran, you are the best looking dude on the net. I am just here to hang out with you guys. All right, friends, you guys are awesome. You guys, I'm trying to, usually I'm able to say thank you to everyone for doing this, for doing that, but that function is not working for me right now, but I'm going to try my best to remember. So moderators, thank you for keeping this a safe and respectful place. Members, that's a legendary Lucas Gates, a legendary Carol Bovenlander, legendary Andrew Chang, Hall of Fame and franchise members. Thanks for your support as well. And to everyone else, thank you for being here, for watching, liking, and subscribing. Members, Hall of Fame and legends, don't forget our group Zoom chat at 8:30 tomorrow. I've sent the link. I'll send it again. And then for everyone else, not sure there's Canucks After Dark tomorrow at 10. Stay tuned. But my next show will be Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Same place, same time, same channel. Okay, I'm going to try and do this. Let's see. This is for you, Ron. Oh, I can find it. Carol used a monthly membership message. Fangirl used a monthly membership message. Coach Rob gifted a membership. Lucas used a monthly membership message. Carol gifted a membership. Just Incredible used a monthly membership. You guys must really miss me. Elfrin with a $5 donation. Fangirl with a $7 donation. Elfrin with another $2 donation. And then some schmuck named Canuck Clay gifted 5 members. So thanks to all of you. And it feels good to be back. I hope you guys felt good tonight. I hope you had fun. Start off with the worst Roman Reigns entrance possible, but I had fun with it. I hope you guys did too. And I'm so happy to be back. I hope you see it in my face, in my hear it in my voice. And yeah, this feels right. This feels like home. And I'm so glad that you guys were here with me. Okay, friends, you guys are awesome. On your way out, subscribe, like the video, leave a donation, gift a membership, buy your own membership, upgrade your membership, use your monthly membership message, or rate and review of the podcast platform. And once again, thanks to Fancy Express Real Estate, Coach Patrick Liu, Gassy Jack Art, and Vessi Footwear. My friends, as always, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. And by the way, did you know that Bugs Bunny won't accept files through Google Drive? No, he won't. Not through Google Drive. He'll only take a WhatsApp doc. WhatsApp doc. God bless. And go Canucks go. Booyah.